Parshat Naso begins with the story of the Levi'im and their responsibilities. There's B'nai Gershon, who carried the tents and the curtains and all of the coverings. B'nai Merari, who were in charge of the structure and the scaffolding, erecting and dismantling it at every location where the Israelites stopped. B'nai Kahati, who served as the custodial staff, taking care of the day-to-day needs, setting things up, and all of these people together enabled Aaron and his sons and generations of Kohanim to follow to serve the community. These jobs are no less important today. We are blessed with Omar and Gabriella, with Tushar, with Simi and Kim and Sarah in the office, who enable Chazan Steve and me to fulfill our daily responsibilities. And Logan. Oh, I forgot Logan. And Logan, who is our sound tech. There's a unique characteristic, however, for Kohanim and Levi'im, and I would say today for rabbis and chazanim, that their job is not just a job, it becomes their identity. A Ben Gershon is a Ben Gershon before he begins his work at age 30, and he continues in this role as a Ben Gershon well after he retires. It's the same way with rabbis and chazanim. When I graduated from JTS, I have no idea how many years ago, I'm sure Rav Sean knows. How many years? 30 years ago. Wow.
They're very short years.
They're very short years. I was granted a degree, obviously, with the rest of the school, but in the morning, before the graduation ceremony, we had our own special ceremony. We had a siyum and a time where each student was granted a new name. I became Harav, Devorah Braina Bat Yisrael Yaakov Verezel. And it's because Rav is way more than a title. It's not something you can take off and put away on your days off, on your vacation, and after retirement. I had most of this week off, and I mostly didn't check email. I mostly wasn't in the office. But that doesn't mean that this week, in any way, I took a break from being a rabbi. Sunday morning began with a baby naming. A baby naming at home is more than just running in, pronouncing a blessing, and running out. Technically, that's all it takes. It's a moment, a few minutes. But if that's all I did, then I wouldn't be Rabbi Jen. And just like the Levi'im, who didn't just carry the materials for the Mishkan, they cared for them. Being a rabbi means carrying and caring for people and for sacred moments. It means talking to people. It means spending time with people. It means all of the things that happen around the moments of blessing. And it means being honestly interested in the individuals who make up our community. This Sunday, it meant sitting with a big sister, a brand new big sister, and seeing her entire library of books and caring about each one and sharing my own experiences with some of those books. And doing all of that before we actually got to the ritual and to the moment of blessing. After the baby naming was a shiva call. Means not just talking to our congregant, but to the entire family. I learned about the deceased, an artist who found a home away from Toronto. I saw so many of her paintings. I heard about her community who spent every day with her in her last days. I met her parents, who drove in from Montreal, children, nieces, nephews, cousins, most of whom I won't see again till Rosh Hashanah. But when we do meet again, it'll be that much more meaningful because of the time we've already spent together. Monday was a little more like a day off, at least from work. There were chores, Costco, shopping, Home Depot, gardening, laundry. Monday evening, Rav Shan and I were blessed to see Fiddler on the Roof. If you don't have tickets, buy them. Go and see it. It's only here for 2 weeks. It will touch you in ways you don't expect. I only know abyssal Yiddish. I've now exhausted it. But it doesn't matter. The story is a story of us. It's been running since 2018, and that does that because of the universality of this story. But for us, it's so much more relevant and meaningful, and even more so because it's in Yiddish. Theater is a special joy for me. I studied theater. I love theater. But a local production of Fiddler means so much more than just seeing a show. Rav Shan and I saw Kinky Boots on Thursday night, also amazing. And there we talked to the orchestra, we talked to the people around us, but it's anonymous. No one there knew my title. At Fiddler, there were colleagues and community members to speak with. There were discussions of its meaning. There were discussions about how it hit us during intermission and after the show. And it's so much more than just a night at the theater. Tuesday morning, we're only at Tuesday. Tuesday morning, I was at Minyan, followed by a program from Shalom Hartman. This is how I spend my vacation, learning with Shalom Hartman Institute. The program, Surviving, Thriving, and the Pursuit of Excellence, had us delving into what it truly means to be not just a community that thrives, that survives, but a community that will thrive here. During this time, I took a call from our MP, and then Wednesday I was back at the office to teach and to attend the Canadian Anti-Semitism Education Foundation program in the evening on media bias. And then finally, before Shabbat, I called another family who recently experienced a loss. And we'll all be thinking about Howard Walton. So it's been a busy week. And even though there was time to binge a little bit of K-drama, my children introduced me to, that's Korean TV. Binged yesterday some of Johnny Harris's Still Standing. It's a CBC show about small towns in Canada, if you haven't seen it. And even some Ted Lasso. And I was struck by a moment in season 2 of Ted Lasso. Dr. Sharon Fieldstone asked Ted, "Would you coach for free?" And he responds without a pause, without even a thought, "Yes, I would." And she continues, "But do you?" And Ted says, "No, ma'am, I don't." Being a rabbi is a job, but it's so much more than that. It's all of those moments that connect people, that connect me with the community and beyond our community. It's bringing people into my heart, it's building bridges, and like the Levitical families, it's helping build some sacred space and sacred time in our lives. I hope that my role is as meaningful to you as it is to me. I look forward to seeing you all at the Walk with Israel. I wish you all today a wonderful Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy God's creation.